guys, how's it going? Today we're going to start down at the garden center. We're going to head down there in just a minute. We're going to meet my sister Monica to help her water the downtown city pots this morning. I thought you guys might like to see an update on how the flowers are doing because I can't remember the date of when I went out and watered with my mom earlier this season, but the plants were quite small at that point in time and they look much different. They are so pretty. So I thought you might like the update on that. It's a beautiful morning, high of 89 today, but it's supposed to be fairly overcast all day, which feels like a gift. So when we get home, depending on timing, because I do have watering chores to do today, we might plant a little bit, but my main goal is to make a chicken caprese pasta that is so good and I want to share the recipe with you. So we'll do a little harvesting on my absolutely unruly tomatoes. Look at this. I never pruned them, not once. I didn't stake them. I just wasn't super concerned about it and still not concerned about it. I can still get in there and get tomatoes. They're producing like crazy, although you can't really see them from here. Got to go inside to see them. Yeah, there's just a bunch of beautiful produce in here. I came out and harvested a bunch of them last night as well. We've been eating them every day. And I don't know, maybe we'll prune a little bit off the carrots over here. Also, the pots that I swapped over for more fall looking things look pretty. So I wanted to show you those because the sedum that we put in here, it's like lime twister or something. Anyway, it's blooming right now. Our other sedum is getting ready to bloom. The surefire begonias look a little better than they did when I put them in, but I've really been enjoying this blend. And it looks way better than what I had in there earlier. Anyway, that is the plan for today. So let's head down to the garden center so we can start in with our first project. All right, guys, we're down at the garden center. Monica's got everything all like ready to roll. And I think I'm gonna basically be driving
Be the driver for me, yeah.
I'm gonna be the driver, so my job is easy.
Yeah.
And how many pots, not window baskets, hanging baskets?
I think there's like 36 baskets and like 18 or 24 pots.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Quite a number.
I can't remember.
It's fairly quiet, but there is one corner that we either have to, the sidewalk area that we drive on is pretty tight.
Yeah.
So we usually have to pull into a turning lane. And because it's quiet first thing in the morning, I think we're gonna go tackle that pot first before it gets busier.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is our setup right here. What's this called? Side by side.
Side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a tank setup much like we've got at home.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well,
close.
This is a little bit of the podunk version.
Does the light work?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, by next year, guys, when we had to borrow your tank that one day when we were having some technical issues, I'm like, we have got to do something about this.
That's what happens when Aaron tackles the job of putting together a tank system.
And Dad, when he went out and watered with me that day that this was breaking down, he goes, "Oh, we can just keep limping that along." And I'm like, "You saw,
you saw how hard
much
it
of
was.
a pain it was to use it that way."
Right. Well,
so
it works.
It works, and it's working better now than it did.
Nice.
Then. The guys in the seed plant know how to fix everything, and they did get it going a lot better.
Nice.
And we have some iron in here. We're going to give the pot some iron today.
Some chelated iron.
Yeah, they have been just sucking down the iron and the BT. This year.
Yeah, ours too.
Yeah, man.
Okay, here we go. I actually have never driven this side by side before.
Oh, really? Neither have I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this will be...
All right, well, this can be an adventure. Alrighty. Okay, well, gotta do that with some
I figured you had like driven stuff like this at home.
Sorta.
Like you'd have more experience than me, and then there's that little break over on the side.
Right
you
here?
have to put up and put down every time. Yeah.
So wait, it's up. Does that mean it's released?
Yeah, no, so that means the brake's on.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. So you have to actually pull it like that for it to be on?
I know Mom does something with that every time she stops and starts.
Yeah.
Was it
that's
on?
That's released. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because when you do that, it's like, it feels like a brake. There we go.
Ah,
we got this.
We figured it out.
Oh, yeah. I just have to remember I've got a trailer attached to the back of me. I gotta cut it wide. Not cut it wide, turn it wide. Whatever.
You know what we could do if you want? We could start at that first security bank pot.
Okay.
And then we could go through the intersection and hit that one on the right, and then we twirl around to the bad one. Okay. And then it's done.
You just direct me.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that's what I was gonna do if I was doing this by myself, which bless you that you're doing it with me. But the door didn't shut.
It's always better when you're going out about downtown to have two of you anyway. I got into a couple of kind of scary-ish situations back in the day when I used to do it by myself early in the morning. And then we started doing a pair of people. Okay, Now, where's the first security bank?
So that's at the corner, like where you turn to go to Brewski's.
Oh, okay.
That Benny does their pots,
you know, just do that whole intersection?
Yeah. So let's start at that pot, because then if we do that, by our last pot will be easy just to turn right there and come back.
Gotcha. This thing is so loud. This is why we don't have gas-powered stuff at home.
Is that why this is so loud?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I know nothing about these things.
Although it makes sense for you. You guys wouldn't want to be out and about and like lose power, you know? So it makes sense for you. Look how quiet our downtown is right now. It's really nice. Hey, Monica, I got money.
Oh, I do too.
Look at how pretty those baskets are.
They look beautiful.
So this one first?
Yeah. Because then this can be our end, and then we can
okay.
just turn right there to go back to Andrew's. So, and we should only need 1 tank of water. That's all we've been using.
Not 3.
No.
Like I used to do.
I remember one time when I watered with Jay, and I was so nervous to not use enough. I think we had to refill like 2 different times.
Oh, really?
He was probably like, oh.
Okay, break. And do I just turn it off?
You can keep it on.
Okay. Is that smell in the air? That's not us, is it? Smells like burning. It's never a good thing. Smells like it's in the air. It's too strong.
I'm not sure, but you can turn it off if you want. I think we can use this with it off. Oh, and I need to plug it in.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, look at those hanging baskets. They're so pretty. So this is a mix of the Supertunia Vista bubblegum, Supertunia Vista Silverberry, and is it the Supertunia Mini Vista Midnight? Or I think. Is that the Midnight? And you guys have decided not to use any purple anymore?
Next year we're going to do bubblegum and snowdrift, because those are like the most...
they're stellar and they show up really nicely.
And that purple, for one thing, it's not bright enough to like, it just gets lost.
Yeah.
But then that bubblegum just takes everything over.
Right. In a good way, though.
Oh, yeah. Like you want it to do that.
Yeah,
but...
and the baskets just look like balls of color. Oh, that one looks pretty. That's the longest wand ever.
I know. Do I have a kink?
Got a kink?
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Oh, there we go. It came. This hose sucks. Every week, Mom and I are like, oh, this hose sucks. I'm like, we really need to revamp our whole system.
It wouldn't be hard for you guys because you have the tank already.
Mm-hmm.
You would need to get yourself a new trailer and get yourself a battery.
What is going on here?
I'm not used to being down here just like chilling, standing here.
Yeah.
Kind of nice. I feel like I've put in many, 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 many hours on this project.
I remember when you and I lived next to each other, and we would like meet down here. We would just come down here at like 7, get started early so we could just be done.
Yeah.
Well, and especially on real hot days.
Is that all the pressure you've got?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless I have a kink anywhere.
Nope, there's no kink. I looked.
This seems extra bad though. But it's working.
Yeah, there's no kink. So the difference between this project now and when I used to do it, we didn't have hanging baskets at the time. And also we did 100% of the watering. Like the first year of this project, I did every single day watering, every day for the entire season, including all holidays, weekends, everything. And then the next year, I think it was the next year after that, I got some volunteers to help during the week, but I still did all the weekends and did all the holidays. And it went like that for several years. But now the city actually provides water during the week. So they do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monica and my mom usually just have to go out on a Saturday morning. My mom was just busy today, so she wasn't able to come down here. So it's nice when you can kind of share the load. And I really do feel like things like this really benefit cities. Beautification stuff.
Yeah.
I remember in particular, right before I went to go, get the grant for this project, we were at Joseph, Oregon.
Oh.
And I just remembered seeing how pretty their storefronts were in downtown. And they had like a bunch of planting areas like this that were just full of like cottage looking gardens.
Yes. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And it just inspired me.
These are going to be full of like really native.
Like lavender, like
lavender,
this one. In fact, let me just walk over
grasses.
here while Monica's finishing up. So this was a trial bed that they were planting up, and I'm not sure what variety of, looks like Phenomenal or Grosso or something. Anyway, there's lavender in here, along with a couple of bronze statues and a rock. So they're just gonna go with some really tough things. And I think they'll also incorporate some Rebecca in there for some yellow at some point. But I think we are done with this first one. Okay, so we are just gonna carry on and get this busy intersection done first. Yeah, so this is nice, you guys. We used to not have this right here. Like, this was a more recent purchase. We used to pull the tank with the truck, and so we'd have to be in this lane right here, which cars use, especially like when we used to go out later in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we would cause a huge ruckus. Now we can be on the sidewalk, which is so lovely. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
And that was the worst part done.
Yay. Do you want me to get up on the sidewalk for this one?
No, we can just be in the road because we're not in anybody's way right here.
True. Okie dokie. Oh, you want me to leave it on? Pressure's better?
Yeah.
I have to remember all the steps to get out of here. And you gotta, like you mean it. Yeah, this one's looking pretty. Yeah, look at that. Aren't those gorgeous? They're so bright. And you can see them like down the way. You can see those big balls of color, especially up high. Yes. Yeah, this one's looking particularly nice. Oh, mercy.
Oh, seal out.
Yeah, they're having a hard time over those bumps. Look at that. Oh, that's so funny. The whole car was shaking. Yeah, this one's looking beautiful.
Well, speaking of that, my car has to go to a mechanic's shop.
Why?
Because I was taking a different road home the other day and came upon a really large speed bump.
Oh.
Before and I slowed down too little too late.
Uh-oh.
And now my whole steering wheel shimmy, and I had to take it to Les Schwab yesterday just to make sure I was safe to be driving home.
Oh, what a pain.
So I have an appointment.
Monica's come across a couple of random things on her drive home because she drives, what, 25 minutes or so from here?
About 40.
Oh, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's your commute in the morning? And oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Anyway, one day she almost got hit by, you know, one of those great big wood spools that we actually use as tables down at the garden center. There was some in the back of a truck, and one came off the back of the truck and started rolling down the road and clipped your mirror, right?
Yeah, I actually saw it and moved just enough, and where I actually did this, because I knew it was going to hit me.
Yeah.
And it hit my mirror. It broke
Lucky.
off my side mirror, but how close that was.
And then there was another time she saw a cop running, like chasing something, and turns out it was a big pig.
It was a big old huge pig.
Yeah.
The joys of living in rural communities.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, things.
Yeah, this whole corner looks exceptional. Look at this guy today, you guys. And it does look like we've got that overcast coming. Love it.
And I don't know what they're doing over there, but they had that whole thing dug up earlier this week.
I saw plans for a possible like stage, like
Oh,
so
really?
they can do events here.
Oh, like a little amphitheater kind
yeah,
of thing?
something like that. And you guys, here's our gazebo that we donated to the city, right here. It took the sides off of it because I think people were using it how they shouldn't. So they made it more visible by taking the sides off. But anyway, that used to be in our yard where the Hartley is. Like, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. Almost just kind of looks like somebody tipped it up.
Oh. Well, that's better.
Well, the plants look okay.
They do look okay. Luckily.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to turn this thing on. I got all flustered when I saw that planter over. I didn't hit, I'll hit the switch. What a janky beyond janky system with the light switch. Oh,
and that's a new one.
That's a new switch?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Looking at the sky over there, you guys. I did see flash flood warnings about noon today.
Oh,
I don't know what time it is. Is it like 8:30 in the morning right now?
Probably
maybe?
closer to 9.
Closer to 9.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the little symbol, you know, it shows the hourly weather, just shows clouds. So
And it's getting windier.
It is getting windier. It's only supposed to get to like 12 miles an hour, though.
Oh, good. Okay.
Actually feels really lovely.
Yeah, please no more big, huge winds that's like knocking trees down.
Yeah.
This one looks pretty.
I wonder how much they're selling this little lot for.
Oh.
So this little lot and this lot are for sale, like right across the street from Andrews. You guys could expand, get yourself a tree yard or something.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, don't even.
Don't even talk to me about it. I'm supposed to have been kind of grooming these, but it's kind of hard when you're trying to. I'll do a lot more of that next weekend.
What kind of tomato did you grow this year?
Celebrity.
How's it doing?
Oh, it's okay, but they're small and they're like pointed on the bottom, like they're shaped like a heart.
I wonder if it was mislabeled.
Some kind, but they were in the same 4-pack as like me and Dana and Brittany all shared it.
Oh.
And I think Dana's getting regular ones.
Oh, really?
So, or maybe it's Loopy. Loopy was getting some.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she showed me one in the kitchen from her plant, and it was huge and big and round.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know what's going on with mine.
Lurking in the doorway.
Somebody pulled 2 plants out of this one.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, sorry. Whoops.
Oh no, sorry.
I didn't know that releasing one would have released the whole dang thing. I can't believe somebody would pull plants out when they're this established.
Well, yeah, and then she came and got us to show us yesterday, but I just told her, I'm like, well, there's nothing we can do about it now. I mean, we don't have anything to replace it, so it is what it is.
Bummer. Well, it looks good from the front.
Yeah, at least they were on the back.
To get the back.
Yeah, at least they were on the back side.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing can be done at this point.
Nope.
Okay. We've got 2 blocks left. This is going to be our last stop of the morning.
Yeah.
We'll get a coffee when we're all done, but these baskets look really pretty right here.
Yeah.
It's got to be a good workout holding your arm above your head for a bunch of times. Yeah, bunch of reps.
Whenever we have to actually get BT on them, we bring a step ladder.
Oh, really?
Because I was like, oh, that's too much.
Yeah, for sure. We are cutting it close. Our water level's right here.
25 gallons.
We might.
You know, we make it every time, and I know every time we get close to the end and I'm looking at that and I'm going, we're not going to have enough, and we usually do. So let's see.
Yeah. Did you get that one?
Yeah.
The pot?
Oh. oh. Well, I just got some iron.
Oh.
No iron deficiency for me today.
No.
I didn't fill that right one to where it was overflowing, but I kept it in there for quite a while. But I'm trying to conserve just a little bit.
Yeah. So you think about all the water that drips out and you're like, oh, I'm going to use that in another pot. But you never know.
Well, and we generally let it do that, and we always do it in one pot or in one tank.
Yeah. All right, we've got these 2 hanging baskets, this pot, and then 2 more hanging baskets and 1 more pot. And we're sitting at about 20 gallons. Might make it.
I think we will. Whew. I'm not quite overflowing these like I was all the other ones.
We might end up getting a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's at least going to be cooler today and tomorrow, so by the time they get watered.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
All right. We made it.
We made it. Oh my gosh.
Right to the very end. I can see a skiff of water at the bottom, but the pump sounds different.
And it's slowing down.
Yep. Look at that. Oh, I cannot believe that, Monica.
Did we have enough for this one?
Yeah, you've been standing there for long enough.
I have, yeah. Okay, it's done.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
So now it is time before I head back home. We're gonna go grab a coffee and some kind of treat.
I'm starving.
Yeah, me too. Both of us skipped breakfast on purpose so we could go down there and enjoy something. Here we go.
Rolling in hot.
That's right.
And the end destination.
Final destination.
Yes.
Best time of the day.
Yes.
All right, I went with a Kona mocha smoothie. Monica got a caramel latte, and we've got a couple of everything bagels. Time to tuck in.
Yes.
All right, guys, we are back home, and we are riding out to the spot where I need to do some replacing of some sedum out here, or not replacing, just fill in. Look at how beautiful everything looks, especially on an overcast day. What a treat. Now this area, this little spot's looking a bit rough. Right here. You can see that we have some sedum in here, but some of it has languished, and I think it's because we've got too much water going on in here. If you kind of dig around, like, it's pretty wet. So what we're gonna do is we are going to pop in some new sedum in this space, and we're gonna have to amend the water system in this area. Now we've also got just down the way some beautiful stuff. We just took a look at this area the other day, but this is the reblooming weigela that we planted this spring, and it's definitely reblooming, looking beautiful. We've got our totem pole panicums up there, those grasses. Meadow rue needs to be cut back, and it should have been cut back a long time ago. I just didn't get to it. And then this is the second flush of salvia already done blooming. So we're going to need to cut that back at some point too. I don't know that we're going to tackle that today. This right here was just my main goal, just because with this type of plant, just lost a branch. It's hard to keep these looking nice when you're overhead watering them, because we try to angle our hose as low to the root ball as we can so that our hard water doesn't pool on the leaves and make spots. And on some of them, it's easy, like right here, you can definitely get the water in. But over time, they just start to get that hard water build up and don't look as good. So I really just wanted to pop these in here. And I think this space, 1, 2, 3, 4, we might use 3 or 4. Let's pop a couple more in here. I know I wanted to put some in place of ones that were already there. Yeah, so this is the back in black sedum. Did I already mention that? I can't remember. But they get 2 feet tall and they can spread out quite far, like farther than that. Let me look at the tag. Yeah, 2.5 feet wide. Zone 3 through 9. And yeah, that's what a sedum, a dark colored sedum, looks like if it's getting too much water. The leaves start to look stressed in that they're not that deep, nice, beautiful color. Anyway, so at least we know what we can do to fix that in this area. So we'll pop 3 here, and then we've got 5 more we're gonna put in a different spot. We don't use any starter fertilizer with sedum. They don't like it. These have also been watered in their containers already today, and this soil, like this zone, ran this morning, so the soil's already wet, so I'm not going to even water them in. All right, those look really pretty right there. And now that we know, that the water's an issue, it won't fix what the plants look like this year, but hopefully next year when they're not getting so much water, they'll come back and look a lot more like this. So I'm looking forward to that. I also think they look really pretty with the meadow rue, even though that's looking very tired and spent and needs to be cut back. It's still a really beautiful look, especially earlier in the season, because this blooms pink and they are so gorgeous right here. And the leaves look fresh for most of the season, and we still probably have time when we cut them back to get a little bit of a leaf canopy going on them before fall. And boy, maybe we should plant some of this Stormburst Superbena underneath these next year. Isn't that a pretty contrast? Oh, here come the kids.
I got something to tell you.
Okay.
The baby chickens ran free. They started roaming, but we managed to get them all.
You got them all corralled back in?
Yep.
Good.
It was like one for a while, and then 2 got out. And then I picked one away, and then one was so hard to get. He just ran. Not want to go in. Like he didn't want to be picked up. I had to pick up every single one of them.
Really?
Because they were going the directions I didn't know.
Oh.
I don't want to go back in.
Oh.
Wait, this is orange salvia.
That's Agastaki. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, it looks like salvia.
Look at this.
It's like a big old bush.
It is a big old bush of purple, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty.
What is it?
That is Veronica. That needs to be cut back.
Yeah, that does. I was like, that's a little big.
Yeah.
What are those white flowers?
Those are Superchinia Mini Vista white.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are those purple, pink ones in back?
The pink in back are Gara.
Gara, that's
Mhm.
a pretty name.
You like that?
Yeah.
How about this container right here? You like that?
Oh, yeah.
It's got, what is that middle flower, Benjamin?
Oh, I forget. I know what flower you're talking about.
Starts with an L.
Lantana.
There you go. Good job.
Lantana.
Lantana.
I forgot the name, but I knew the flower that you. What are those pink flowers, Megan? Yeah, what are those?
Those are phlox right there. You know what? I think I'm going to put it right here. This is a completely unruly flower bed right here, but we need to rogue out some of the chamomile. Do you remember when we just came through and cleaned this whole space out? There's eryngium that's actually come back. So this gives you a good idea. When you cut your eryngium back early in the season, it will send up more bloom stalks. But I really just need to come through and clean up the echinacea in here, rogue out this little bit of chamomile, and then maybe put that back in black right here, which would be really pretty and more of a weighty, like, dense sort of look up here. So let's do it. Here they are, planted, looking like they were absolutely made for this location. All of these plants look so pretty together. So it turns out I had 9 of the sedum, planted 6 of them here and 3 in that first spot. Of course, the chamomile, which I did clean up a few plants that had seeded themselves over here, and then cleaned up the echinacea so that little spot's looking a little less mangy, looking a little better, exposing this beautiful orangium, which will bloom. I don't know if this is the white or blue. I think I've got a mix in this area. And then we've also got a couple of lavender colored butterfly bushes. There's the prismatic pink phlox, firefly fuchsia yarrow, but these are just so beautiful. And you know, this area, because there's already perennials here, does have a drip tube running kind of toward the back of the sedum rather. And then with the grass being right here, it's likely we won't have to add any drip for these plants because they'll get a tiny bit of overspray with the sprinklers. And even if they don't get overspray, you know, once they're established, their roots will be able to pick up some of the water that subs underneath. They're just a real easy one in terms of water. If you've got a dry spot that's in the sun, these will do it. And I just love these little chamomile flowers. They look so beautiful with that big old pot tucked in right there. Those are doing great. All right, well, we got the one planting project that I was hoping to get done, and we still have time to do our other project. I'm gonna go harvest the tomatoes now, and I think I'm just going to set up a camera and get that done. They are building the shop right behind our fence. You know, our neighbors are. They're working on that today, so there's like a lot of nail guns and a lot of saws and things like that, so there's quite a lot of noise over there. Anyway, we'll go over and see what we can get harvested. I really do need to go in here and get a basket. Okay. I think we'll go with this one today. That'll be perfect. That basket wall has been one of the better decisions for this space that I have made. It's so nice to walk in there and be able to quickly see what I have available to use and just grab it quick. And it's just as easy to put them away too. Hey, sweetie. Head into the vegetable garden just right ahead. Hold on. Pretty nice haul for today. Look at how beautiful these are. They're such gorgeous tomatoes. There's so many more on the plants. They're just buried in there. You can hardly see them. That's the thing about having tomatoes that you just let do their thing and you don't prune them. They are so wildly productive. I mean, just in my experience, I've tried different methods of you know, tomato growing, and usually if I just let them grow and maybe just trim a little bit like I did today, just here and there, just so you can walk around them, they just seem to be more productive for me. Now this is a variety called Super Fantastic, which is just a really good slicer tomato. They've got really good flavor. They're really consistent for the most part and productive. I ran into a lot of like orangish tomatoes, so not quite ripe, and a ton of green ones. So anyway, we've been harvesting and enjoying them for several weeks now. That's always just such a picture though, I love it. And this particular recipe calls for 3 pounds of tomatoes plus 1 more. And the 3 pounds are gonna go into making a sauce for our pasta. And then that extra tomato is gonna be for slicing up or chopping up and putting in at the end. So you've got a little bit of a different texture along with your pasta. And the only other thing we're gonna be using for this recipe from our garden is some garlic. So I need to run and grab some of that, but let's run into the kitchen and I will walk you through how to make this.
Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is peel these beautiful tomatoes. You can drop them in a pot of boiling water for a few seconds and then bring them out and the skins will slip right off. That is definitely the cleanest way to do it, but with just a few of them, I just go ahead and peel them with my knife. And then we're gonna take all the tomatoes except for one, which we will set aside to use later, and we're gonna grate them. time. I'm using my food processor to do this, so I cut them up into small enough pieces so they'll fit down the opening of my food processor. This just makes it a lot easier, but you can use a grater that has large holes on it. And I'm not sure I've ever grated tomatoes before, except for this recipe. So after we're done grating these, we are going to grab our fine mesh strainer and set it over the top of the bowl and then pour our grated tomatoes in. And I just like to use a spatula and mix them around in there and try to get some of the liquid out. We're just trying to remove the bulk of the liquid so that we're left with more of the grated portion of the tomatoes, not the juice. So while we let that sit to strain for a while, I'm going to finely mince a couple of cloves of garlic. This came from our harvest this year. They smell amazing. And you can adjust this amount depending on how much you like garlic. I do love garlic, but I feel like 2 cloves is actually the perfect amount for this recipe. Once that's done, we're going to take our tomatoes, pour the liquid out. You can save that to use it for later if you want to. And then we're going to pour our grated tomatoes back into that bowl. We'll add our finely minced garlic. We'll add a couple of teaspoons of salt, and that again can be adjusted. It feels like a lot at this point, but a couple of teaspoons just about does it perfectly. 1 teaspoon of sugar and a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna mix that up and just let it sit on the counter and marinate while we prep everything else. Next, we're gonna take our 2 chicken breasts and we are going to cut them into bite-sized pieces. That's done. We'll put a couple tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom of a pan, let it heat up, and then add our chicken, some salt and pepper, and just cook that till it's got some nice color. While the chicken is cooking, we're going to take our fusili, how you say it, I don't know. It's the spirally looking pasta. You can use any kind of pasta you want, but I do like how the sauce catches in the ridges of this type. But we're gonna add that to a pot of boiling water that's been generously salted, and we'll let that cook until al dente, which I think for this type is right around 9-ish minutes. While those 2 things are cooking on the stove, we're gonna prep our last couple of ingredients, which is our fresh mozzarella, which we're just going to cut up into small pieces. You can tear it up. You can buy the little pearls if you want to, so you don't even have to handle it very much. And then we're also going to chop up a generous amount of basil. Now the pasta's done, so we'll strain it in the sink. We'll add the pasta right back into the cooking pot, and then we pour the tomato sauce mixture that we've made over the pasta, toss that around. It smells so good. And then we'll add a couple of generous spoonfuls onto our plate. We'll top that with our cooked chicken, our fresh mozzarella pieces, our chopped up tomatoes, sprinkle it with fresh basil, and then we are going to do a drizzle of balsamic glaze, which you can home make if you want to. I will put instructions in the description on how to do that, or you can just buy it from the store, which I find way easier. But look at how gorgeous this plate looks. It smells amazing. It really is an easy thing to put together. It doesn't take very long. You get to utilize a lot of your fresh ingredients. I just love it.
All right, you guys, look at this. It's beautiful out here right now. Oh my goodness. But this is so fresh and so easy to make. I hope you guys try it. And you could skip the chicken if you just wanted it to be the kind of caprese elements, the fresh mozzarella, tomatoes, and basil. But here we go. That is seriously so delicious. It's so tasty. And you could make your own balsamic glaze too if you want. I find it easier just to buy it at the store in a bottle. It keeps for a long time in the fridge, and I use it quite a lot, especially this time of year. Okay, we're gonna have another bite. This one has cheese, tomato, and pasta. And this is kind of a semi-warm, like a lukewarm sort of dish. It's not super hot because we don't heat the tomato sauce, which I suppose you could if you wanted to, if you really wanted it to be hot. But I think the fact that it's not makes it more fresh. And that tomato sauce gets in all the ridges of the pasta. It's so, so good. Seriously, of all the things we've ever made together, try this one. And I actually don't tweak this recipe too much. I'll type it out and put it down below. The recipe, the original one that I stumbled across, and I don't even remember where I came across it. It's been a while. But it calls for a whole tablespoon of salt in that tomato mixture along with your garlic and that little bit of sugar. But I just put in like a generous pinch and then like half of a pinch, because I figured that if you wanted to add more salt to it, you could after the fact instead of having it overly salty from the beginning. I kind of tend to like to do that to season my own plate instead of seasoning it for everybody else. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today's projects. It's been a full day. It's been a beautiful day. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of coming along with me for what we got done today. And now I get to enjoy the rest of this meal. See you guys in the next video. Bye. One more close up. Look at that.